storage. Uh, First, we'll discuss about the introduction working principle and then the components that are involved in a pump storage system. Then coming to the types of pump storage plants. Then we'll conclude by seeing some of its advantages and disadvantages. Introduction. Pump storage hydropower is a type of hydroelectric power generation plant that uses water reservoirs which are present at different elevation, one at the upper elevation and one at the lower elevation, to store and manage energy through gravitational potential energy and kinetic energy and conversion. Pumped hydro storage, how it works. Initially, renewable energy such as wind or solar is used to pump water uphill during the times of low demand. It is that when there is a lower demand of electricity or when the prices are low or when excess of renewable energy such as wind or solar energy is present, the water which is present at the bottom reservoir is pumped up uh, to the uphill, that is to the top reservoir. Next, when demand increases or when wind or solar production drops, water runs downhill from the upper reservoir. Later, water runs through the turbine, creating electricity. This is more stable, less variable supply, results from adding electricity from turbine to original renewable power. Let us now look at the working principle. This pumped storage hydropower project works at two modes, one at the charging mode and the discharging mode. Charging mode is nothing but the energy storage mode. Then there is excess electricity that is from solar or wind power. That energy is used to pump water from the lower to the upper reservoir. This process converts electrical energy into potential energy stored in the elevated water. Coming to the discharging mode, that is the energy generation mode. When electricity is needed, the stored water in the upper reservoir is released back down to the lower reservoir. As the water flows down, it passes through turbines which spin and generate electricity. This converts the stored potential energy back into the electrical energy. These are some of the components of a pump storage system. um, Upper reservoir, which stores water that has been pumped up using excess electricity. Lower reservoir, water flows from the upper reservoir to this one when electricity needs to be generated. Penstock. Penstock is nothing but the large pipes or tunnels that are used to connect the upper and lower reservoirs. Pump turbine unit. This unit consists of pumping mode and the turbine mode. In pumping mode, it acts as a pump to move water from the lower reservoir to the upper reservoir when there is an extra electricity. The turbine mode, it acts as a turbine when water flows down, converting water movement into electricity. Motor generator. In pumping mode, it works as a motor, driving pump to lift water. In generation mode, it acts as a generator, producing electricity from the spinning turbine. Some of the other components are transformer and power lines, which are used to adjust the voltage of the electricity which is generated before sending it to the grid. And the control system, which is to decide when to pump water and when to release it based on the demand and supply of the electricity. So, there are different types of pump storage plants. One is the open loop pump storage system, and other one is the closed loop pump storage system. An open loop pump storage system is the one that has a continuous connection to an existing natural water source, such as lake, river, or a reservoir. The same thing, but in a closed loop system, it consists of two artificially constructed reservoirs that do not have any continuous water exchange with external sources. So as we can see, these are different types. One is the open loop and the closed loop. We will now look at some of the advantages and disadvantages. Advantages is that there is high grid stability and peak load management. It can manage high amounts of electricity at once, and it uses renewable energy, that is solar and wind energy. So there is a reduction of usage of fossil fuels, etc. Uh, it is highly efficient and has a longer lifespan, and it has quick response time. Some of the disadvantages is that it has high capital cost. So in order to build all those things, so you need a lot of money. And coming to site selection and environmental concerns, as you are building on the flow of water, becomes a disadvantage, and it has long construction period, and water availability and land use issues are also a problem. Coming to the conclusion, pumped storage hydropower is a highly efficient and reliable energy storage solution that plays a crucial role in balancing an electricity supply and demand. With its ability to store large amounts of energy for longer duration, pumped storage remains one of the best solutions for a stable, reliable, and clean energy future. Thank you.